cameras on the roof.
Get the hell up there and gag him. All right, everyone back inside now. Come on, move it.
Bloody hell.
It's all right.
Put our hands together and pray to our Father in heaven. We are gathered here in memory of our departed sister, Miss Dickey. But I'd also like us to remember young Siobhan Geary, barely 15 years old, right now lost in a coma because she could not and was not strong enough to turn her back on temptation. Likewise, Miss Dickey. She was a good teacher, Lord. Fine teacher. But when you tested her, her faith was weak.
Chuck, you have to
And
stop
when the
this.
devil offered to ease her pain, well, she listened to him and took her own life.
Stop it.
Now,
This is enough.
you are interrupting a dialogue with the Lord.
Then let him strike me down. Didn't think so. This is a school. It may just seem like flaking paint and crumbling cement, but believe me, its value goes way beyond that. Here, you are given the freedom to investigate things you don't understand. You are encouraged to argue with things you disagree with. You can tell a teacher to their face you think they're wrong. Ask Brett Aspinall. He does it every day.
I want to open minds. There's another way of looking at things, a way that doesn't have gigantic holes in its theory. All I'm saying is check out the alternatives.
I admire Mr. Preston to some extent. He's a motivated man, very sure of himself. But he's a fundamentalist. He'd admit to that himself. But fundamentalism has no place in schools, especially in those who run and fund them. It leads to the burning of books by small-minded and ignorant people.
Well, you're the one who believes that people are evolved from apes, aren't you, Mr. Treneman? I mean, apes are people? How does that make you feel, folks?
Actually, it's the other way around. People are apes. Although most of us are a little less hairy and a little more intelligent. Lorna, we know how hilarious you'd find it that a man who believes that Noah and his ark actually existed should be standing here at your memorial service. And how outraged you'd be that he is trying to warp minds and condemn you for the tragedy of your untimely death. We know you're resting in peace, as one day we all will. I can't believe I turned Lorna's memorial service into a bloody university debate.
It wasn't really much of a debate, Andrew.
No, I suppose not.
Do you know what it was, though?
What?
It was fantastic.
Get them out to the assembly points right now. Don't let anyone near the canteen.
Have you seen Davina? No.
Are you all right, man? Just take it easy, yeah?
It's okay, I'm all right.
I was worried to death. I thought...
Well, I'm not, all right? I'm fine. Dom did his ankling coming down the stairs. That's helped him out.
Is Chloe with you?
No?
But she's still inside.
Vicky, we don't know that. Chloe?
Please can you come and help me?
Where are you? What?
I'm in the girls' toilet.
Which toilet?
I'm next to the canteen. It's been a huge explosion. And the hallway is full of smoke and fire and I can't get out.
All right, just stay calm, all right? I'm going to come and get you.
Please hurry up.
What's happened? It's Chloe. She's trapped in the toilet, so I'm going to have to go to the roof.
Oh my God. Are you stupid?
She's trapped, sir.
Dante, please.
Get off! What do you think you're doing?
Look, she's not your wife anymore, Dante.
So? What, you think I could just let her burn? Why are you being like this?
Because I'm pregnant.
What? I don't believe you. Dante, what are you doing? Get down. It's Chloe. She's trapped in the toilet. I need to get her out the window. Wait, wait. Stay there! It's gonna be all right! Stop! Slow! Get back from the window! Are you clear?
Yeah, clear!
Chloe! Chloe! It's all right, darling. Come on, climb up to the window. It's all right, Chloe! It's all right. It's all right. Come on. Nearly there, darling.
Denzel, I know you're scared. I promise you that this is nearly over. Okay? I'm going to take that gun, and then it's not your problem anymore. Huh? And it'll all be over. Right? We can tell the police your side. We can tell them what's really going on. All right, Denzel. You can keep the gun. Come on, just come with me, please.
Put the gun down! Put the gun on the floor!
Marlon,
Put the gun on the ground now!
Marlon!
Put the gun on the floor! floor.
Just do what they tell you.
Do it now.
No, Dave!
Interlock your hands on the top of your head.
Dave! Dave, just do as they say! Dave, get off me! Get off me! Dave! Get off me! Get off me, that's my brother!
Easy. Well, maybe we should find room in the van for you and all, eh?
Oh, he's just a kid! It's all right, mate!
Miss James, do I need to remind you that you're still under oath? If we discover that you're not telling the truth...
I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth right now if you'll listen. That morning, he'd arranged a trip for me and my mum. A shopping trip. He said we deserved it. But I knew what he was planning. He wanted Em alone.
Lindsay, don't. Please, tell her to stop.
My mum was upstairs with Em. I went into the living room and I told him I was not leaving my little sister with him. He said it was my fault. That if I'd been nicer to him, he wouldn't need Em.
So what happened then?
Tried to hit him, but he pushed me away. He shouted at me. He said it wouldn't just be me who got it. If I kept making a fuss, my mum would get it too. I said I'd tell her about us, but he said she wouldn't believe me.
So, you told your mum?
No. I went into the kitchen and I picked up a knife. And when he came in, I stabbed him.
Lindsay, no. God, no.
Mrs. James.
I killed him. And I'm glad. He deserved it.
Please, she's just making it up. She just wants to help me. Lindsay! I just want
Miss James, stay where you are.
Hello, Ruby. It's Janeece. I'm in the toilets. I think the baby's coming.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're talking to me on the baby. You can go now. The ambulance is on its way.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're such a cow. I do care about you.
No, just the baby. What's that? I need you.
Janeece, it's Jenny.
Oh, thank God for that.
Look at yourself. Take a deep breath. It's amazing. Look down. They're like ants. It's like you're actually in the sky. Just birds and clouds. And then I'll be up here, I suppose. Please don't, Sam.
Don't you want to know, though, Lauren? Where you go?
I want you here. Now. You're my best friend and you always will be, no matter where we are.
I will be gone. And you'll be sad. And you'll need a shoulder to cry on. So will Finn. So I'm just saying that I would understand.
What?
I've thought it through and I wouldn't mind at all.
Oh, Sam, that's gross.
You mean gross? Finn's gorgeous.
No, he's not. He's your boyfriend.
You could have him. Lauren, you're supposed to be pleased.
Please. Finn's so not my type and I'm not his. I mean, yeah, we're friends, but that's all we ever will be. Take my word for it.
Don't have to be so definite. Someone try to be nice.
Don't. Freaking me out. I don't want you to go, Sam. And I definitely don't want your boyfriend.
Ta-da!
What? Nothing. Just timing.
I thought it was going to be a small unit for the kids who would otherwise have left Waterloo Road.
So did I.
Well, I didn't realise it was just going to be thrown open to kids abandoned by other schools as well.
I think it's a positive move. It sends out the right message for the school. Come on, we can make a difference. How bad can it be?
About as bad as it gets. The Barrys. Father in prison for armed robbery, kids following in his footsteps. One of them assaulted a teacher at Havelock, 2 of them were expelled. Positive enough for you, Mr. Clarks?
Ah, excellent timing, Miss Wilkes. We're just about to move on to the next item on the agenda.
I didn't know there were any other items on the agenda.
Nor did I, Mrs. Mulgrew. Until this morning, when I was inundated with calls from irate parents, the ones who had received letters from you informing them that their daughters had been photographed inappropriately.
An issue I am dealing with.
I may well have been inclined to believe you had it in hand had I not also had a call from social services expressing some concerns about an issue of child protection.
I was extremely alarmed to discover from Mr. Bain that Darren had been taking photographs of a sexual nature. Something you had omitted to mention at our meeting.
Yeah, that's probably my fault.
Then again, had you attended the meeting in its entirety, perhaps it would have been covered.
You were too busy to give this case the time of day. Isn't it strange you suddenly have a window in your schedule?
We're not talking about a case, we're talking about a child, Mrs. Mulgrew.
Fine. Maybe I should have informed social services about the photographs and the board about Darren's situation, but I have been responding to events as they happen.
Parents are not confident in your handling of the situation, and neither are social services, and frankly, neither am I.
I'm not sure that's fair, Mr. Bain.
Well, I think it is, Mr. Loseley.
Mr. Loseley, Mr. Bain, is that what you call each other at Sunday lunch?
Not sure what you're trying to insinuate, Christine, but perhaps we can try and focus if you can. This is a potential PR disaster.
I might have known that would bother you.
Well, someone's got to care about the school's reputation.
Now, this is entirely typical of an Ellie who offers no support, a bare minimum of funding, but yet is first in line to criticise our every mistake.
Simply not the case, Christine.
Your selective memory is unbelievable.
Well, yours isn't. I seem to recall you being a little less than supportive of Simon's Resilience Education Initiative. In fact, as far as I understand it, you threatened to cancel the whole thing on more than one occasion.
Robert, I'm not sure that this is the time...
Robert, Simon, so now I really do know what is discussed over Sunday lunch. Thank you for your loyalty, Simon.
Christine!
No, I'm going to leave you two to your Mutual Appreciation Society. Some of us have a school to run.
What the hell was that about? Oh, that felt good. You can't possibly think you've done us any favours at all in there.
Us? There isn't really an us in your world, is there, Simon? Your initiatives, your promotion, your career. It must be so tedious when the children and the school come between you and your 5-year plan.
No, that is not fair. I've done everything I can to stand by you. Yeah, it's no secret that I want to be a head teacher, but that doesn't mean to say I want your job.
Is that what you tell yourself? Is that what you tell yourself so you can sleep at night?
No, you get back in there and you explain to them that you haven't been well and apologise. Everyone has an off day, Christine, they'll understand.
This isn't an off day, Simon. This is an on day. This is the first time in ages I have had anything resembling clarity. So there will be no apology. I'm not playing the game anymore. It's yours. The job, the big office, you are welcome to it. I am done.
Hey, you don't mean that.
Don't I?
No.
Simon would like to talk to you.
Yeah, run along, Simon.
You may be determined to ruin your own career, but I will not let you drag him down with you.
Oh, don't worry. After today, Golden Boy can do what he likes with this place. I quit.
Christine!
To go.
I think there's something upstairs you need to see.
bedroom. God. This was my sister's bedroom.
I think we should just get everybody out. Gabriella. Gabby. It's not that bad. We can clean that up and I can help tidy up in the morning.
Where are they? Move out my way! Get out my way!
It's Gabriella's sisters. You want to see it? It's like a shrine up there.
And it's thick, not in a good way either.
Stop it now. You've gone way too far. Who cares? Give it back. No, Move out my way. Whoa!
Of course she's not all right. Gabby, we need to get you to a hospital now. I'm going to put you on a chair now. Okay?